Welcome to Crafted Scripts. This video covers the most important Flutter interview questions and answers for all skill levels, from beginners to professionals. Watch till the end to prepare confidently for your Flutter developer interview. Question number 1. What is Flutter? Flutter is an open source UI framework by Google for building cross-platform apps using a single code base. Question number 2. What is Dart? Dart is the programming language used by Flutter. It's object-oriented, reactive, and optimized for UI development. Question number 3. What are the advantages of Flutter? Single codebase, hot reload, fast performance, customizable widgets, and native-like UI. Question number 4. Explain stateful widget and stateless widget. A stateless widget is immutable, meaning its properties cannot change once it's built. It's used when the UI depends only on fixed data or external input and doesn't need to update dynamically. Examples include widgets like text, icon, or container. On the other hand, a stateful widget is mutable and can change its appearance in response to user interaction or data updates. It has a separate state object that holds the mutable data and can rebuild the widget using setState whenever the data changes. Examples include interactive elements like checkbox, slider, or a screen that displays live data. Question number 5. What is the build method? It describes how to display the widget and rebuilds whenever the widget state changes. Question number 6. What is the purpose of run app? It initializes the Flutter app and inflates the given widget as the root of the widget tree. Question number 7. What is a material app widget? It's the root widget for apps following material design, handles navigation, theming, etc. Question number 8. What is a scaffold widget? The scaffold widget in Flutter provides a basic visual layout structure for implementing the major material design components like app bar, drawer, floating action button, and bottom navigation bar. Question number 9. Difference between hot reload and hot restart. Hot reload fire quickly updates the code changes in your running app without losing the current state. Example, keeps variables, navigation, and UI state. Hot restart restarts the entire app, rebuilding it from scratch and losing all current state, as if the app was freshly launched. Question number 10. What is pubspec.yaml? It is the configuration file where you define app metadata, dependencies, assets, and fonts. Question number 11. How do you add a package in Flutter? Add it in pubspec.yaml under dependencies, then run flutter pubget. Question number 12. What is a widget tree? A widget tree in Flutter is the hierarchical structure of widgets that defines how UI elements are nested and rendered in the screen. Question number 13. What is a container widget? A box model widget for layout, padding, color, margin, and decoration. Question number 14. What is a list view? A scrollable list of widgets used to display a collection of items. Question number 15. How do you navigate between screens? In Flutter, you navigate between screens using the navigator widget with methods like navigator.push to go to a new screen and navigator.pop to return. Question number 16. What is main axis alignment and cross-axis alignment? They control how children are aligned along the main and cross axes in row or column. Question number 17. What is a column widget? A column is a widget that arranges its children vertically in Flutter. Question number 18. What is a row widget? A row is a widget that arranges its children horizontally in Flutter. Question number 19. What is a safe area widget? Prevents widgets from overlapping system UI elements like notches or status bars. Question number 20. What is the use of center widget? It centers its child within the available space. Now, let's move on to the intermediate Flutter interview questions and answers. Question number 1. What are keys in Flutter? Keys preserve widget state when the widget tree changes, useful for optimizing rebuilds. Question number 2. What is a global key? A global key uniquely identifies a widget and allows access to its state from anywhere in the widget tree. Question number 3. Difference between expanded and flexible widget. The expanded widget forces its child to take up all the remaining available space in the main axis. The flexible widget allows its child to take only the space it needs, but it can still expand or shrink if necessary. Question number 4. What are layout constraints in Flutter? In Flutter, layout constraints are the rules that determine how a widget can be sized and positioned by its parent. Each widget in Flutter's layout system receives constraints from its parent, which tell it the minimum and maximum width and height it can have. The widget then chooses a size that fits within those constraints and reports its chosen size back to the parent. Example: a container inside a center widget gets tight constraints that center it and limit its size. A column gives its children loose constraints, allowing them to decide their own heights. Question number 5. What is media query used for? It provides device information like screen size, orientation, and pixel density, useful for responsive UI. Question number 6. What is aspect ratio widget? It maintains a specific width to height ratio for its child widget. Question number 7. What is spacer widget used for? It creates adjustable empty space between widgets inside a row or column. Question number 8. How do you create a custom widget in Flutter? By creating a new Dart class that extends either Stateless widget or Stateful widget. Question number 9. What is an inherited widget? It allows data to be efficiently shared down the widget tree without manual prop passing. Question number 10. What is a repaint boundary? It isolates parts of the UI from unnecessary repainting, improving performance. Question number 11. What are the different state management techniques in Flutter? Set state, provider, block, getX, riverpod, mobX, and redux are commonly used. Question number 12. What is set state? It tells Flutter that the internal state of a widget has changed and needs to rebuild. Question number 13. What is provider in Flutter? Provider is a wrapper around inherited widget used for efficient and scalable state management. Question number 14. What is the block pattern? Block stands for business logic component. It separates UI from logic using streams and sinks. Question number 15. What is getX? GetX is a lightweight state management and navigation library that simplifies reactive UI updates. Question number 16. Difference between provider and getX. Provider needs more boilerplate and context. GetX is simpler, with reactive variables and built-in routing. Question number 17. What is a value notifier in Flutter? It holds a single value and notifies its listeners when the value changes. Question number 18. What is a change notifier? It's a class from Flutter Foundation that notifies registered listeners when there's a change in data. Question number 19. What are named routes in Flutter? Named routes define a route map, allowing navigation using route names instead of widget references. Question number 20. How do you pass data between screens? You can use constructor parameters or navigator.push with arguments. Question number 21. How do you return data to a previous screen? Use navigator.pop, context, result, to send data back. Question number 22. What is Navigator 2.0? It provides declarative and URL-based navigation, useful for Flutter web and complex routing. Question number 23. How do you manage navigation using getX? Use get.to, get.off, and get.offall for simple, context-free navigation. Question number 24. How do you make HTTP requests in Flutter? Use the HTTP package or DO for advanced network requests. Question number 25. How do you handle JSON in Flutter? Use Dart convert with JSON decode method and JSON encode method or JSON_serializable for auto modeling. Question number 26. What is Future Builder in Flutter? It builds UI based on the result of a future, showing loading, success, or error states. Question number 27. What is Stream Builder used for? It rebuilds UI whenever a stream emits a new event, great for real-time data. Question number 28. What is async and await in Dart? They're keywords to handle asynchronous operations in a readable, sequential style. Question number 29. How do you handle exceptions in Flutter? Using try-catch blocks or by using the on-error callback for futures and streams. Question number 30. What is DO and why use it? DO is an advanced HTTP client for Dart that supports interceptors, cancellation, and form data. Question number 31. How to cache data locally in Flutter? Use shared preferences, Hive, or SQLite to store data locally. Question number 32. What is shared preferences? A lightweight key-value storage used for storing small amounts of persistent data. Question number 33. What is SQLite and how is it used? SQLite is a local relational database. Use SQFlite package to perform CRUD operations. Question number 34. How do you implement pagination in list view? Use scroll controller to detect when the user reaches the bottom and load more data. Question number 35. How to show data loading indicator while fetching API? Use a circular progress indicator inside a future builder or conditional widget. Now, let's move on to the advanced Flutter interview questions and answers. Question number 1. How do you improve Flutter app performance? Use const constructors, avoid rebuilding large widgets, use lazy lists, and cache data or images. Question number 2. What causes junk in Flutter apps? Heavy computations or rebuilds on the main thread cause UI frame drops, known as junk. Question number 3. What are const constructors and why are they useful? Const widgets are compile time constants, preventing unnecessary rebuilds and improving performance. Question number 4. How do you minimize widget rebuilds? Use const, value listenable builder, keys properly, and break large widgets into smaller ones. Question number 5. What is a repaint boundary widget used for? It prevents unnecessary redrawing of child widgets, improving rendering performance. Question number 6. How do you profile a Flutter app? Use the Flutter Dev Tools Performance tab to analyze CPU, GPU, and memory usage. Question number 7. What is the difference between debug, profile, and release mode? Debug is for testing with hot reload, profile measures performance, release is optimized for production. Question number 8. What is tree shaking in Flutter? It removes unused code during compilation to reduce app size. Question number 9. How can you reduce app size in Flutter? Use ProGuard, split per ABI builds, remove unused assets, and enable tree shaking. Question number 10. How do you handle large lists efficiently in Flutter? Use list view, builder, or list view, separated, for lazy item creation. Question number 11. What local storage options exist in Flutter? Shared preferences, Hive, SQLite, Object Box, and secure storage. Question number 12. What is Hive? Hive is a lightweight NoSQL database optimized for Flutter, great for offline data. Question number 13. How is Hive different from shared preferences? Hive stores complex objects, shared preferences handles only simple key-value pairs. Question number 14. What is SQLite used for? It's a relational database for structured local data, ideal for CRUD operations. Question number 15. What is Object Box? It is a fast NoSQL database optimized for mobile apps, similar to Hive but with relation support. Question number 16. What is Animation Controller? It controls animation timing, duration, and playback direction. Question number 17. What is tween in Flutter animation? Tween defines value interpolation between start and end values for an animation. Question number 18. Difference between implicit and explicit animation. Implicit animations handle transitions automatically, explicit ones use animation controller. Question number 19. What is hero animation? It animates shared elements between screens using the hero widget. Question number 20. What is animated builder? It rebuilds only the widget subtree that depends on an animation, improving performance. Question number 21. What are curved animations? They apply easing curves, like ease and bounce, to control the animation flow. Question number 22. How do you chain multiple animations together? Use animation controller with tween sequence or multiple controllers. Question number 23. What is Lottie animation? JSON-based vector animations exported from Adobe After Effects using the Lottie package. Question number 24. What is clean architecture in Flutter? A layered structure dividing app into presentation, domain, and data layers for maintainability. Question number 25. Difference between MVC, MVVM, and block. MVC separates view and logic, MVVM uses view model for binding. Block separates logic via streams. Question number 26. How do you structure a large Flutter project? Use feature-based folders, example, features user, features auth, separate controllers, models, and views. Question number 27. What is dependency injection in Flutter? It is the technique of providing class dependencies externally instead of creating them inside. Question number 28. How does getX handle dependency injection? using get.put method, get.lazyPut method, and get.find method for easy instance management. Question number 29. What types of testing exist in Flutter? Unit testing, widget testing, and integration testing. Question number 30. What is widget testing? It tests individual widgets, UI and interaction using the Flutter test framework. Question number 31. What is integration testing? It tests the entire app flow on a real device or emulator. Question number 32. How do you mock dependencies in tests? Use Mockito or Mocktail packages. Question number 33. What is test widgets function? It's a Flutter function to run widget tests with a simulated UI environment. Question number 34. How do you run Flutter tests? Run Flutter test in the terminal. Question number 35. How do you test async functions? Use async, await inside tests and pump widget method or pump and settle method for async UI updates. Now, let's move on to the expert level Flutter interview questions and answers. Question number 1. What is the difference between a plugin and a package? A package contains Dart code. A plugin includes platform-specific native code like Android and iOS. Question number 2. How do you call native Android or iOS code from Flutter? Using method channel to communicate between Dart and native layers. Question number 3. What are event channel and method channel? Method channel is for method calls. Event channel streams continuous data like sensors. Question number 4. What is platform channel in Flutter? It is a communication bridge between Flutter and native code for platform-specific functionality. Question number 5. How do you access device permissions in Flutter? Use the permission_handler package. Question number 6. How do you integrate Firebase in Flutter? Add Firebase SDK, configure using Flutter Fire Configure, and use packages like Firebase Auth, Cloud Firestore. Question number 7. How do you use native SDKs in Flutter? Create a plugin or use platform_channel to wrap native SDK calls. Question number 8. How do you secure data in Flutter? Use Flutter_secure_storage to store sensitive data in encrypted form. Question number 9. How do you prevent reverse engineering? Use ProGuard for Android, bitcode stripping for iOS, and obfuscate Dart code with obfuscate. Question number 10. How do you secure API keys? Store keys on a secure server or use environment variables, not in source code. Question number 11. How to implement user authentication securely? Use Firebase Auth, OAuth 2.0, and HTTPS communication. Question number 12. How to build APK and IPA files? Run Flutter build APK or Flutter build iOS. Question number 13. What are build modes in Flutter? Debug for development, profile for performance testing, release for production. Question number 14. How to publish apps to Play Store or App Store? Build release versions, sign them, create store listings, and upload via Play Console or Xcode. Question number 15. How to implement CI/CD in Flutter? Use tools like GitHub Actions, CodeMagic, or Bitrise to automate builds and testing. Question number 16. How do you handle app versioning? Update version and build number in PubSpec, YAML. Question number 17. How do you handle localization in Flutter? Use the intl package and material apps supported locales property. Question number 18. What is intl package used for? For formatting dates, numbers, and managing multiple languages. Question number 19. How do you enable dark mode in Flutter? Use theme mode.system and define both light theme and dark theme in material app. Question number 20. How do you improve accessibility? Use semantic labels, large fonts, and proper contrast using Flutter's semantics widget. Question number 21. How to handle dynamic forms in Flutter? Build forms from JSON and manage state using Form Builder or GetX. Question number 22. How to debounce API calls? Use timer or rx.debounce method in GetX to delay frequent calls. Question number 23. How to handle offline mode? Cache data locally using Hive or SQLite and sync when back online. Question number 24. How to implement infinite scroll pagination? Use scroll controller and load data when near the bottom of the list. Question number 25. How to manage multiple API calls simultaneously? Use future.wait function or rxcombine in getX. Question number 26. How do you structure reusable widgets? Use feature-based widget folders and custom reusable components. Question number 27. How do you optimize Flutter for web? Reduce heavy animations, use const widgets, and defer image loading. Question number 28. What are Flutter isolates? Isolates run Dart code in parallel threads for heavy computations. Question number 29. How to handle background tasks? Use work manager or background_fetch package. Question number 30. How to monitor app crashes? Use Firebase Crashlytics or Sentry.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.
You made it to the end. Awesome. If you learned something new today, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Crafted Scripts for more practical coding guides and developer tips. Stay creative, keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one.